And how you guys doing? This is very important. Charge the government satellite radar controllers and all these government people for illegal x-rays and them trying to steal diamonds from my body. Charge them for illegally using dental records and photographs as their way of targeting my teeth. Charge them for violating copyrights of my identity and body parts and birthmarks and beauty marks and scars that I have on my anatomy. Charge them for 100% attempts of murder for over 30 plus years. Charge them for causing damage to my bone structure and thinking it was some type of game, or they were trying to play some video game of torturing and terrorizing my life. And their activity of haunting me and scaring me all the time. It even says don't ever scare me. That's what it says on those Treasury fucking documents too. Don't ever try to spook me. Don't ever try to scare me. Don't ever try to startle me. It says don't ever try to knock anything out of my hands. It says don't ever try to push me around. It says don't ever touch me. Don't ever pull on me with your fucking satellite. It says all those things and a lot more. It says don't ever cheat me out of my lawsuit monies. Don't ever run a scam on me. Don't ever try to, it says don't ever strand my vehicle too. It says don't ever break down my fucking vehicle. You broke it down how many fucking times? I was supposed to get paid every fucking time. And it says don't touch my face. See the hole you put there? That man thinks he's some collector or something. Thinks he collects body parts of people. See, the Royal Genetic Protection laws say don't ever touch me. Don't ever let other people be damaging anything on my body. That's what it fucking says. Now, those documents can impeach a president and anybody underneath the president. Those documents can impeach law enforcement. Those documents can impeach people in the courts. It can impeach law enforcement. It can impeach medical people. It can impeach poachers and thieves and people depriving me of my freedom and rights and my relationships. People blocking me from the media. What do you think that Royal Protocol document means in the media? My parents owned their own production companies too. What do you think that means? That means you don't have a right blocking me from being in productions or movies or TV shows or music of my mother and father's production companies, now does it? That's what it means, doesn't it? And other things. That you don't have a right damaging my body because you were trying to steal some girl. Or some girl that liked me. You go to prison for touching me. The girl might like you, whoever they are. But if you're interfering with my rights of freedom and privacy, you can get arrested for attempts of murder no fucking matter what. Don't you understand that? These men was trying to break up the relationship between my parents. These government men was trying to break up the relationship between my father and my mother. These men kept hounding and harassing my mother, trying to get her to go out with them. Then they had women trying to go out with my father. Like they were trying to break up the relationships. Or they were trying to break up the relationship between my mother and father. And these men was trying to damage my father's face and teeth. There's records of that information, motherfuckers. That's why there's Supreme Court documents and Royal Court documents that says don't ever touch me or they can put you in prison. There's a lot of people that's done a lot of shit to me. And most of them are not in prison yet, are they? There's a problem with law enforcement. Do other law enforcement agencies know who these people are? Because all police stations are supposed to know every single person's name that has terrorized my life or stole from me, just in case they tried to run to another city or state, while others held me hostage in Indianapolis. I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. Why aren't I there? Because people are holding me hostage. People are trying to belittle my identity. These people don't pay my bills. These people don't pay my living expenses. I've had to pay them myself. These people have tried to run me off jobs. They tried to steal from my paychecks. They tried to steal from my debit account. They tried to steal my money. They tried to steal my identity. They tried to cost me money. They have physically assaulted me. My parents had documents that says, don't ever touch me. I'm a historic figure of my mother and father's estates. And when they have done things to me, I was supposed to get paid within 24 fucking hours. Haven't received a fucking penny yet. So obviously there's a goddamn problem with the courts. There's a problem with the postal system. There's obviously a problem with law enforcement. And obviously there's a problem with the medical industry because they've been allowing these other people to be touching me and causing me injuries. See, I was injured when I was little. I was in a coma. And every hospital in this country is supposed to know that people are not supposed to be pushing me around or bullying me or lasering me or physically or sexually assaulting me. So how many medical hospitals have been in court against these government satellite controllers and these government people hurting me with satellites? And any time that they ever grabbed me and physically assaulted me? How many of them said that I wouldn't have my royal DNA status in Indianapolis, Indiana? Because that man needs to get arrested. You're violating endangered species laws and rare genetic protection laws. If you're a cop or we wear a badge or something, I hate to tell you, my status outranks your badge. And if you allowed people to hurt me or to steal from my body, you can get prosecuted no matter who the fuck you are. No matter what race or religion. No matter what your political title is. No matter who you think you are anywhere in the fucking world. Don't forget, my parents owned things and companies that did international business too. My parents owned a lot of things. And your government agents need to get ordered into court.